Almost 40 years ago, the Telecommunications Act of 1984 was passed as a way to regulate the cable television industry. It also required that cable companies pay to use the public infrastructure to bring programming to you.
Well, now with more people cutting the cord, as it's called, one bill is looking to catch up with the trends. News Center Maine's Caroline LaCour explains.
As technology evolves with the rise of streaming services, some portions of the TV and media world have been left behind. A bill that's awaiting approval at the State House is getting major attention, with some hoping it could protect municipalities and local access to information.
I like to almost think of it as neighborhood TV in a way.
When flipping through the channels, it's the behind-the-scenes work local stations do to make it possible for you to tune into municipal meetings, allowing residents access to public information.
Government meeting from the town of Buxton, budget meeting. Everyone wants to know where their tax dollars are going.
Stations like Saco River Community Media are often funded by the fees cable companies are required to pay to towns and cities in order to use its public transmission lines.
It goes back to the Telecommunications Act of 1984.
But that's been changing with the rise of streaming and the decline of cable subscribers.
It may be the dusty side of the road where the pole line goes, but it still belongs to the public.
A highly discussed bill in Maine, LD 1967, looks to update the laws and add internet providers to the mix and would require them to pay the same fees when using public lines like fiber optics to stream video programming.
Cable customers already carry the burden of funding PEG channels. If these channels need more funding, the legislature should consider other options.
Those in opposition have shared concerns that the bill would lead to an increased burden on consumers, with 69% of Mainers saying they would oppose a 5% fee to watch community access channels, according to a New Hampshire Institute of Politics study.
We don't charge Netflix a tax because they don't own facilities on the public right of way.
However, those in favor say that isn't necessarily the case, and pushing those fees down the line to consumers would be a business decision on the internet providers. That is, if towns or cities do impose the optional fee.
They take our signal and downgrade it, which is unacceptable to us. What happens at the grassroots level with everyday people matters as well.
With solid funding, some believe LD 1967 could open doors for public broadcasting stations, potentially changing how residents tune into their communities.
If the bill passes, we will be able to see our meetings the way they should be seen.
Governor Janet Mills is expected to potentially take action on the bill in the next upcoming days. In Hollis, Caroline LaCour, News Center Maine.